Time you divorce a 2 wife woman.
You say you a lie? I only been married twice. I only divorced twice. You know jack about me. You don't want to say you will divorce your wife and she vote for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
I wanted it to go back to the people, have a town hall conversation. And maybe the typical generic population will say, oh, the town. So, but the fact that I didn't sound me, I didn't say I supported, I won. I just wanted the record to carry that. Another thing regarding the question you asked, I hear people talking about, oh, the code must be established outside Liberia for the fear that people, then my thing is, then why you want it? If you think the people will riot against it, then what do you want? Then it just tell you that the people too don't want it. Because the thing about it is, if you say the government is for and by the people, then you want to listen to the people. That's the first thing. To another one, just say, there are certain things in life don't happen in a vacuum. Liberians on the low scale now are living on less than $1. Do you want to call the people that think they want to put in the millions to have the codes established to improve the life of Liberia? My friend, imagine you can get 75 to 80% of your population working in that woman. Nobody will get them, but who you carrying the code? Justice will be served. But at the point where people see spending money on issues that they themselves not getting the life that they deserve, only because somebody want to get somebody because of justice, in my opinion, for me, it's a procedural thing. If I'm asked, the code must be built here. What is causing the code to not be built must be solved. If the issue of the TRC say you must go to the victim and the perpetrator have conversation, do it, start on that. Then when you come to the code, you will not have the fear of people coming to riot against you. That's my point. When last you heard the government information, I'm taking that 2, 3, 4 hours, coming to all the radio stations and now doing pick and choose.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we have the president here for a stakeout. We have 3 questions. You said the first is from ELBC?
Yes.
Shoot.
So welcome, Mr. President. You just attended the U.S. Africa Business Summit. Can you tell us what Liberians are expected to get as benefits from the just ended summit?
We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that other people are doing or worse. So it's a clear message, declare your asset, make sure that we are prepared to audit the outgoing government so that they tell the Liberian people of their stewardship, and to make sure that we start on a footing where people know that they come to serve the public and not themselves. If they don't understand that, they actually fall where it may.
I had the opportunity to go to Turin to visit Timothy. Since 6 years I haven't been to where he lived. So that was a family time. We enjoyed. We played Lulu. We move her in Turin, and then he's okay. He's happy now that his parents came there, and so I'm happy. I'm back home.
You received a lot of awards as African legend out there. How was it?
Well, I heard that a lot of awards out there for me. But the thanks for the respect. And I did not go there because I only heard. But again, it's appreciation. People appreciate you. You have no choice but to, again, congratulations and thanks for.
Should demands an official position of Mr. Bwaka on the welfare and deplorable state of affairs of the University of Liberia and calls for immediate action toward the legislation of the free tuition policy. Education is a fundamental right that should be non-negotiable and accessible to all, regardless of socio-economic status. The implementation of a free tuition policy will not only alleviate the financial burden on students and their families, but will also promote equal opportunities for the academic advancement and national development. Those who might argue that the free tuition at the University of Liberia is a burden on the national government should be reminded of the allocation of the national budget and daily spending of key public officials, including Mr. Bwaka. If Bwaka can spend nearly $500,000 just to entertain his partisans, what is wrong with fully providing free and quality education for students at public universities? Meanwhile, SUP extends message of congratulations to all veterans who have been appointed to public offices by the Bwaka Kun administration. It is our revolutionary duty to recognize and celebrate party ideologues who are afforded the opportunity to serve the state and to also publicly checkmate these same ideologues when their role in public offices are contradictory to the party doctrine and not in the interest of the Liberian people. So therefore, congratulations Veteran Louis Maple Koto.
Former President Weah is still known to be the former president of this country, so I think he should be entitled to the VIP launch. The Unity Party-led government have decided with which one, and we need to stop that. President Bwaka need to be very careful. He moving on the wrong path. Looking at President Dr. George Weah, that was defeated with nothing less than 15,000 votes, and the person conceded to say congrats. That means you must respect the person. But President Bwaka do not have respect for himself. Rather, the people are going to find where the former president is. I'm going to your house. Anywhere here, I will meet him. The former president was wrong by seizing my baby passport. Now I said, former president, because you seized my baby passport and the way you are proceeding, we are going to ensure that you become one-time president. And now that he has become one-time president, we're going to reconcile now. Anywhere he the manner and form in which they denigrated the former president, the manner in which and form in which they denigrated the former president to the airport is wrong. Joseph Bwaka should understand that the finger he's showing another one coming to him, he should expect what he's doing to the former president to happen to him. And if it is during my term as president, I may be on the ballot. I'm going to see former president Dr. George Manuel Weah. I've been calling him by that name. George Weah is a reconciler. Yes, he is. The fact that he was able to concede with that small vote, that means he wanted peace in the country. Former president Dr. George Manuel Weah. Anyway, I'll look for him.
No, I'm not bitter. But those who are talking about it, they are stupid because they don't have sense. They are stupid because they know there are legal instruments that prevent that from happening. But they turn it upside down. There are legal instruments. They are stupid, including Tewun Gonglo too. Leave them from the station are entitled. The first thing Tewun Gonglo is good, they are stupid. You know what? Those damn lawyers under Tewun Gonglo leadership should have kept mute until War Chronicle comes. When you come, then we who will be implicated will look for a lawyer among them to represent us.
You think Joseph Bwaka will use my hand to be corrupt? The corruption he will not use my hand to be corrupt. And watch the process and see. The process has started. If the police refuse to save for the people, then that means there's no police. Police say for me, I will not come. And if they make attempt to come for me, they can't handle my case. I'll be fighting to take one vote from one of them. What's supposed to start will start.
This country is the rule of law.
Oh, anyone give me the police, you see the rule of law, right? Follow the law, right? Let them not respect me and go through my case. That big man you see Rachel Kune doing so, they may want to World Trade Center. We will know Joseph Bwaka myself who went to World Trade Center. So what's the process and see?
Don't trouble them too much, you know.
1, 2, 3, I'm loving you. 4, 5, 6, I'm missing you. 7, 8, 9, I want you back. 1, 2, 3,
I love you.
4, 5, 6,
I'm missing you.
7, 8, 9,
I want you back. Long time no see. Out your love, I'm lonely. I miss you, and it's too hard to bear. What have you done to me? I'm waking up in the middle of the night without you, and it's so unfair. I toss and turn, reach for you, only my pillows. Soon I wake, the morning sun rises, but I'm alone. Hurts me so.
1, 2, 3, I'm loving you. 4, 5, 6, I'm missing you. 7, 8, 9, I want you back.
I love you. 4, 5, 6, I'm missing you.
And indeed, what a great day again the Lord has given us. He said, no doubt, no rest. Yeah, much you live in, you must battle
My smile has been
the key challenges of life. And that's the reason why the spider web is used for both residents and the food trap.
I'm losing away.
And when the insect falls on the spider web, it becomes food. And when the spider itself sleeps on it webs,
Of you and me,
it becomes the resident.
we used to be.
The food can be food many times, but the wines is only hinted once.
Of turning all these dreams to reality. And like a child,
And of course, a healthy poor man is happy and better than a sick billionaire.
you.
4, 5, 6.
You must be the change you wish to see in the world.
I want you.
Spread love everywhere you go.
1, 2, 3.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And of course, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that, right? Do not scare the one day that scares you, but scare the many days that are here. Well done is better than well said. Do one thing every day that scares you.
Long time.
That is, your dreams should always be bigger than what the situation is.
I miss you.
Bit and pieces, we're on the game.
Hard to bear.
My name is Edwin Melvin Joa.
Have you done to
We're here up to 5:55,
up in the middle of
and 5:55, I'm out.
you?
I will say welcome.
So
Those of you who have come on shortly, we would acknowledge you for coming on.
4, 5, 6.
And the cash giveaway is still on as well. So those of you who got the mind of playing the cash giveaway today is an added advantage on this Tuesday, day 16th of July 2024. What a great country God has given us, misplaced with a lot of leadership in the country. We pray that one day Liberia will be redirected by the vision and understandings of God's own ability on how Liberia was destined to be among many countries in the world. So we say welcome. This is Voice of Liberia, 104.1 in Monrovia, 89.7 in Kakatamagibi County, and 90.7 in Bangabong County. The online radio, www.voiceofliberiaradio.com. Follow us everywhere you go via radio or the internet. We are available on all our community radio stations across Liberia. So let me inform you on the cash giveaway today. And we're giving out $2,500 Liberian dollars. And all you do is to put in the entry that *799 hatch OK and select option number 8 Voice of Liberia, then play with $100 Liberian dollars and win $2,500 Liberian dollars. As you play with $100, you win $2,500 Liberian dollars. That *799 hatch OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia, play with $100 Liberian dollars and win $2,500 Liberian dollars. So as it stands, let's see now we get what on the talking point this afternoon. Today, we will be looking at the 55th Legislature Joint Public Account Audit and Expenditure Committee launch public hearing into the GSC report. And we will look at the Liberia Water and Sewer schedule for release water in Central Monrovia. And the House Committee on Health tour the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital facility. Citizens of Kolobwe in Konowolala Administrative District have embarked on a self-rule initiative in Bone County. And we will also look at the Total gas tanker explosion. Veteran Inspector Jabatek travels to India for advanced medical treatment. And in Maigibi, we will get an update on the recent violence at the Sarala Rubber Corporation in Wiyala, Maigibi County. Ramsey is there. Ramsey will fill us in, and Afra Wiki in Bone County will bring us on at 4 this afternoon. So we go on. Those of you who have come on, we acknowledge you, and now move on to our talking point this afternoon. Papi Keita, I say good afternoon, family. CDC Papi Keita, Success Keita from Duporo, and Juje Wonwe, I say good afternoon. I'm following live from Johnsonville. Papi Keita comes on again. Good afternoon, family. CDC Papi Success Keita from Duporo, okay. Solomon Kwabin, yeah, last name spelled Quwebin. And Kwabin, he said watching live from Old Road, Divine Town. And Duarte, he comes on and say good morning, Joa. Where is Sam? Sam is on sabbatical and will join us shortly. Andrew K. Blackie, Andrew writes and said, I'm currently watching from Banga City, Bone County this afternoon. And Mark James comes on and say, good afternoon, Joa. I'm joining you from Ganta City, Nimba County. And Ruben S.W. Topa, I say, good evening, VOL. I'm watching you live from Lockington, Vicky's Sport. Yeah, enjoy yourself. And Mr. Chia comes on and say, good afternoon, Joa. I'm joining you from Newcrew Town. Thank you. And Joshua Quinga, he say, I'm watching you from Red Light. Gentlemen agreement. Joshua, thank you for coming on. Blama Conan rise and say, I'm watching from Oro. And dearest Bronskin, he say, good afternoon, Joa. I'm watching you from Cinco, 16th Street. And Daniel Zoyu, he say, hi, voice of Liberia. I am Daniel Zoyu, watching you from Duazon. And Terry the Influencer comes on and say, good afternoon. I'm watching from Lower Bone County, former district at Radio Beaumont 95.6. Okay. Terry the Influencer, we say thank you for joining us. And Eugene Hamill, he say, watching you from Kansas City. Okay. Is it Mississippi, USA? Temo. He say, watching from Fico, North Dakota. Alan Gay Winton Sr. Good evening, VOL, watching you from Congo Town. He meant to say Congo Town, but he wrote Congo. Okay, so we say thank you all for coming on. We will continue to acknowledge those of you who will continue to join us as we move into detailed conversation on bit and pieces this afternoon. So before we move to our first talking point, we say the cash giveaway is on. All you do, keep the entry dial *799# okay, and select number 8 voice Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian dollars and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So we move on to our first talking point. The 55th Legislature Joint Public Account Audit and Expenditure Committee launches public hearing into the GAC report. The hearing, which is in adherence to Article 89 of the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia and Section 4.2G of the General Auditing Commission Act of 2015, will begin on Wednesday, tomorrow, July 17, 2024, in the William Arrow Tobert Joint Chambers. The launch ceremony was graced by the House Speaker Councillor J. Fonati Kofa and President pro tempore Yombli Kanka Lawrence, both of whom reiterated their unwavering support for the committee's effort to enhance transparency and accountability in government operation. Key stakeholders, including the General Auditing Commission, Auditor General, civil society organizations, integrity institutions, and international partners such as the GIZ, USAID, the EU, and the World Bank were also present at the launch, underscoring their commitment to this critical national endeavor. In his opening address, the Joint Public Account Committee Chairman, Representative Clarence G. Garr of Margibi District 5, emphasized the committee's dedication to ensuring value for public spending amidst fiscal challenges. He highlighted the committee's ambitious agenda for 2024, which includes publishing between 5 to 10 consolidated reports and instituting timely reviews of the Auditor General reports within 90 days of receipt. Chairman Garr also called upon the executive branch through the office of His Excellency President Joseph Boakai Sr. to grant full financial independence to anti-graft institutions. This, he stressed, is essential for their effective functioning without undue influence or delay. The hearing, starting this Wednesday tomorrow, will initially focus on entities such as the Public Work Ministry, Monrovia City Corporation, and the LOIC, that is the acronym LOIC, among others. The committee urges all current and former public officials to cooperate fully, emphasizing the impartial and professional nature of the proceedings. We are committed to conducting these hearings with utmost professionalism, independence, and patronizing, stated by Representative Clarence G. Garr. Our goal is to ensure the opinions expressed in these reports are free from partisanship and bias, serving the best interest of Liberia. The Joint Public Account Committee Chairman expressed gratitude to the legislative leadership and all partners for their steadfast support in the fight against corruption, pleading to uphold the highest standards of accountability in service to the nation. Open Government Partnership, Joint Public Accounts Committee, the Liberian Senate. So, on yesterday, Representative Clarence G. Garr had a remark, as it's been spread out in the communication on the website of the legislature. So, as it's been clearly spread out in the communication, the 55th Legislature Joint Public Account Audit and Expenditure Committee will on tomorrow launch a public hearing into the GSC report, and this is from Article 89 of the 1986 Constitution. And we want to commend the Joint Public Account Committee, the head Representative Clarence G. Garr, and I think the co should be Senator Amara Conan. They will conduct the hearing, or will start the hearing into the GAC report on tomorrow. And here is it. The GSC giving a report to the legislature, it is burdened upon the legislature by the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, Article 89 of the 1986 Constitution, to provide adequate hearing into the report. And the report, as you would term it to be, it was centered around the public work ministry. It was centered around the public work ministry and other ministries and agencies, because they named few and they left out some. So the chairman will come on and say the hearing of the report from the GAC will be highlighted. Various senators will be there. The EU, the USAID, the GIZ, the World Bank, they will be there as they were there yesterday for the launch. So they will be there again in an attendance to verify or listen to the report from GAC. GAC responsibility is to go about auditing government agencies. So the Ministry of Public Work will be audited and has been audited. In fact, the report will be brought to plenary on tomorrow, especially the Joint Chair Committee on Accounts, Audit, and Expenditure Committee will be brought on tomorrow, and the committees will look into and start another investigation. But here is it. Representative Clarence Guy is asking the President, Joe Boakai, to let the committee to work without interference, without influence, without interruption. Because you know why? Many a time when the joint chair will launch an investigation or a request from the GAC to launch the public hearing, you will see some of the ministers, after they have gone into a shadow deal, after they have misappropriated some of the fundings that were allocated to the ministry or the agency, they will immediately call the president, especially when they are a direct confidant to the president. They will call on the president to let the president know that they have made some mistakes. So the president should use his connection and power to call the Public Account Committee and let them know that this person, you got to pardon the president like the legislator did, like the senators did, to pardon Roden Giddens at the Ministry of Public Work. So Representative Clarence Guy is calling on the president to let the committee work freely, so as to the Liberian people can access the workings of the public work for the past time, so as the Liberian people can know what has happened at the Maritime, what has happened at the Monrovia City Corporation, so the Liberian people can understand, because Liberians are good at perception. We have perceived that various ministers always squandering the wealth of the ministry. Ministers will allot money, and when it's been budgeted for, allotted to the ministry, that minister would not go about executing exactly what was being placed in the budget, but rather they will go to do their own thing, and as the result, president connection will influence the audit report. So GSC now has gone to do the auditing and have come up with the report. So the report will be given to the legislature on tomorrow, and the legislature will be giving a hearing to the report. And giving a hearing to the report, it has a good and a bad side. People who are being trusted in public positions or offices, they want to do exactly the terms and conditions of the office. If you went on, you were appointed as a city mayor because the committee chair requested that the audit will surrender the past government officials and current government officials. This is one of the key components, one of the key pillars of this government audit. So if the public account will be launching an audit, the past government will also be involved in the audit. So, for instance, like they mentioned, the Monrovia City Corporation, former City Mayor Jefferson Kochi will be called upon or might be called upon based on how the new city mayor inherited the corporation. So if he ever inherited the corporation on the fact that former city mayor Jefferson Kochi turned everything over adequately and he went and did his own investigation, everything okay, then they will not bring in Jefferson Kochi to ask him whatever, because the current city mayor might have inherited everything and he report all what he received from the former city mayor Jefferson Kochi. But mind you, if a person took on like how we experienced at the LTA, you suspend somebody and appoint somebody immediately in the position following the coming on with Ben Fofana of Margibi County by the president. So what will happen now if you suspended the president is ongoing investigation, the president will not have the face to come back and tell you, say, this is what I left in office, because sometimes they will tell you, say, we have some deals ongoing. So the clients we were operating with, they didn't sign all of the deals. So we had a couple of days or weeks or months somewhere they're studying or viewing the agreement so we can go through, and you suspended me. Based on that, the client did not agree to do business with us, or the partner did not agree to do business with us. So we turned that condition or we turned that agreement down. So it makes it difficult at times for orator to audit the past leadership. But wherein the past leadership turned everything over, and the orator will request what the past leadership inherited from their own predecessor, everything will be brought forth and they will go through the hearing on tomorrow. But this is a good start. We urging the Public Account Committee Chairman, Honorable Gar, to be very much bold, transparent, and accountable to the Liberian people tomorrow. If you will want the people to have the worth of trust in you as a chairman of public account, working with Senator Amara Kone as your deputy, what happened is people are looking up to the expertise of the both of you, given the understanding of the experience the both of you got or have had over the years. Liberians are depending on the two of you to do exceptionally well. And on that committee, I saw in the meeting representative for the family of Bon County was also in one of those meetings with the Public Account Committee leadership. So the leadership is charged with the responsibility to do everything, as they will talk about, the committee to conduct the hearing with utmost professionalism. So the professionalism with Amara, former finance minister, Clarence Guy, former financial controller, the Salada Rubber Corporation, and the former public co-chair on public account. We're looking at the various expertise. Liberians are counting on the both of you to do the utmost, as you mentioned here, that the hearing will be with utmost professionalism, independence, and patronizing. So the people now are counting on these words you spread out. Public Work Ministry, we're starting with you maybe tomorrow, maybe the Monrovia City Corporation, the LOIC, among other ministries and agencies. So we are calling on, like you mentioned, Chairman Guy mentioned, calling on the executive branch of government. So if you are a minister, maybe like how the past leadership was led, you have former Minister of State Natana Mange, who used to influence everything. He was just beyond George Weah. Soon as he hears something about the other person, he goes there, try to influence things, because he was so much connected to George Weah, and he make himself to appear as a demagogue that everybody should worship him. Everywhere he went, you saw ministers, directors bowing to him because they wanted them to maintain their job. So The committee chairman is calling on this administration under the watch of President Bwaka that the Grace Bill, the Mamaka Bill, the whoever that got influence with minister should not interfere the auditing process, should not interrupt, should not do anything on the contrary, nor to even call the committee to say this person is my interest, as they are calling for an independent report from the GSE. So they're calling on them, and we hope that the people will give them exactly what they are calling for. But in the midst of a struggling nation, you see it sometimes being difficult. We agree these guys are coming with the wealth of experience. Amara and Clarence guy, they got the experience. The influence of the guys from the executive will want to go in, giving the understanding that they will tell or commit themselves to the committee that if you pardon this person because of this and cover this, this one will be a benefit and this one will be a benefit. And I want to assure the Liberian people that Representative Clarence Guy and Senator Amara Conan are in the tap to be compromised. These people are people of high integrity. Representative Guy comes from the private sector before entering into government. He worked a couple of years with the Salala Rubber Corporation when he was there. Not a day they ever complain on him about any shady. So this appears that there will be some level of transparency in the hearing, and with Amara expertise as well as former Minister of Finance, the integrity, giving the understanding that he one of those who brought this government to prominence, despite the government has tried to give him a backkeep or a backseat, but he's still trying his best to be recognized among the many leaders in Liberia as one of the best leaders in the country. So I don't think Senator Amara and Representative Guy will stay there and the executive influence their decision making. I don't think so. But they are human, things can change. And the best part of it is that Representative Guy is from the CDC on the party line, despite the spread out in the communication that this will not be on partisanship and they will go directly on an independent basis. So Representative Clarence Guy, who comes from the CDC, and he is the chairman, we are looking forward. I hope it wouldn't be like how the speaker was trembling or was troubling when the executive branch of government went to explain to the legislature about the yellow machine, where he was spotted giving everyone the time, and his expression could tell that he was like a bit afraid because he could not talk more and he could not encourage some of his colleagues, because any attempt to encourage your colleagues, they will feel you have been compromised or you have been bribed by the president. So we hope that Senator Amara Kone, I trust Senator Amara Kone because the way the government treating him, he will want to bring everything fair so that the people can know that the government, Amara promised it might not be the government right now that's leading. So he want to checkmate everything possible. Representative Guy from the private sector, who served as a co-chair as well on public account, on former representative, former representative, the guy from Bon County, Kafia, we hope that everything will be okay and they will work in the best interest of the Liberian people. But here is Representative Clarence Guy doing the hearing at the plenary.
Leadership of the party. Now we call upon Honorable Clarence G. Guy, Joint Chairman of the PAC, representing District 5, Magdibi County,
Okay, so he's Honorable
Thank you
Clarence
to
Carr,
everyone.
Judge number 5, Magdalene County, Joint Chairman, Houses Committee, Public
Honorable
Account Committee.
Speaker of the House of Representatives, Senator John A. Lawrence, President, Honorable Thomas P. Fana, Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, Senator Amara Conan, Chair, Senate Committee on Public Accounts, the Auditor General, Chair and members of the National, our partners from the World Bank, UNICEF, the CSO, Secretary, our chairs emeritus, distinguished member of the Joint Public Account Committee, our distinguished citizens, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Before I proceed further, I beg the indulgence of everyone here to pay rise in observance of the moment of silence in respect to our former chairman of the Joint Public Account Committee, in person of the late Elder Akose, who had this vision and has affirmed this vision we're here. Thank you all. You can have a seat. As we gather for the official ceremony of the Joint Public Account hearing to the Auditor General report, we want to remind you that this hearing are in fulfillment of Article 89 of the 1986 Constitution and Section 4.2 G of the General Auditing Commissions Act of 2015. Mr. Speaker, Madam President, Pro Tempore of the Liberia Senate, Honorable Deputy Speaker and distinguished colleagues of the Joint Public Account Committee, we are all united in the quest for value for money in public spendings. Never had this quest been more important than now. As we respond to the imperative needs of reducing the deficit, the ambitions is shared by politicians of the opposition and ruling establishment. And we also share between local and international partners, civil societies, and the general public. We all want the same thing, but have to muster the courage as corruption has a way of fighting back. Let me salute my colleagues of the 55th legislature, most especially the Speaker, the Pro Tem, and the Deputy Speaker, for the step taken in giving additional support to integrity sectors. But we want to urge us to do more in covering fighting corruption. The arrest agenda of President Biden administration will focus emphasis on the fight against corruption and call for transparency in all government business dealing. This government, ministers, civil servants, all elected officials are tasked with pursuing this goal. But government must subject to the close scrutiny. The Joint Public Account Committee of the 55th legislature is crucial to ensuring appropriate scrutiny, and I'm fortunate to be John Chair alongside America, and we are fortunate in having a group of colleagues who are committed as we are. As we take on the leadership of the Joint Public Account Committee, we received more than 200 reports in dialogue, as stated by the Senator of Bapu. The Joint Party Image Vision want to publish at least 5 to 10 consolidated reports in this year. We have agreed to forego our vacations in achieving these tasks. We can assure the Liberian and panel we are doing this to ensure everyone who in their discharge of his or her duty makes use of this money public fund be held accountable. The Joint Public Account Committee also unanimously agreed to have a timeline, as the AG said, to the Auditor General report. Upon receiving this report, within 90 days, the Joint Public Account Committee will have hearings, public and send findings of this report to the office of the President. Mr. Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Honorable Senate Pro Tem, I want to use this video to call on the executive branch through the office of the President, the Excellency Dr. Joseph Waka, to mandate the Finance Minister to adhere to the Act creating all anti-graft institutions by giving them full financial independence and ensuring they perform their zero responsibility void of interference and delay. As we assemble in here in respect of our duty, we want to urge all public officials, past and present, to adhere in making themselves available whenever requested by the committee. It is necessary all public officials answer to query raised by the Auditor General in his report as to accepting witness statement in presenting fair opinions on the Auditor General report to our Bureau achievements. We want to also commit to our partners and the Liberians that opinion expressed in this report will be for the partisanship, travel basis, and all other forms of biases. We will be very much professionals, independent, and above corporate track in the expression of our opinions. We are grateful to the Speaker, the President Pro Tempore of the Liberian Senate, the Deputy Speaker, and our distinguished colleagues and all other partners for their continued support toward the fight against corruption in our society. We want to assure you that this support will be used in the best interest of our country. We say thank you. May God bless all and save our state. Thank you.
Representative Clarence G. Ga, Chairman of the 55th Legislature Joint Public Accounts Audit and Expenditure Committee. You listen to him. He called the President that the Minister of Finance should support every given institution financially as is been required by law to give them the adequate and suitable working atmosphere so as to no one will fall short or complain about budget allocation or money allocation to their ministry or agency. And he went on to talk about people who misuse public funds should be held accountable. Either you go to jail or you pay for what you misuse as a public official. Let's now move to the line and get a reaction on this 0770907907. And the cash giveaway is still on star 799 hatch. OK, sled number 8 was a Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian dollars and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. I get to say 0770 907 907 0770 907 907. The joint chair on public account and expenditure. Let's take our first call there. Hello.
Thank you, Joa. I want to say a pleasant good afternoon to you and good afternoon to all followers and listeners. I want to appreciate you for this discussion. Very fitting and very articulative on your part. Bringing out those voices, at our Liberia National Legislature. Now, I think our partners will be satisfied in investing or contributing to our growth and development whenever there are reports coming from integrated institutions that is void of political interference. And this is why I hail the both chairpersons on the Public Account Committee, cautioning the executive to not interfere with such investigation because, mind you, over a period of time, people have corrupted the system and people admitted the law. There were a lot of other reports out there. People stole from the Liberian people. At the end result, there was some executive intervention. So I will want to encourage our president. Like he said, it won't be business as usual. So we want you to give them the free space, give them the financial support to carry on this audit, and investigate and bring those who have corrupted the system to book. Because mind you, in the last 6 years, we saw people who were just around here and they become millionaires, and we cannot understand how they got at work. So it should not be a waste one as well. Let it be an open process. A John Brown from the Unity Party, a Peter Paul from the CDC, let them all be investigated equally so the law can take a course. You have to end on this note. If my brother, if we can investigate those people independently, they're going to have a whole lot of money that people have stolen, and we will get those money back. So thank you for the opportunity. I hope we will not be public and political sentimental today. Thank you.
No, not really. Thank you. 0770-907-907, 0770-907-907. Call and have a say the discussion this afternoon as we move on. The 55th Legislature Joint Public Account Audit and Expenditure Committee will go into, by law, Article 89 of the 1986 Constitution to conduct audit. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine. Your name and where you come from?
Joshua T. I'm calling from New Hope.
Yeah, let's hear you, Joshua.
All right. Thank you very much, brother. I love for them to settle that community. But one problem I have with people that in the house that are very, very corrupt. They can start a corruption. The job that they give them to do, they will read that job, they will read that job, they will be looking for money. And when they're doing it, we are feeling that all the suffering. And I don't want a community, I don't want this, That what we hear, we've been hearing it. It's been happening in that house, they give people jobs to anybody, they look for their day and their family money. And they walk out of the country. There's no account. So those that they get the job, they don't do the good job. They will not just do it in the interest.
Okay. Thank you. You made your point. 0770-907-907. 0770-907-907. Hello.
How are you, sir? How you come here?
I'm fine. Your name and where you come from?
Okay, I am Benigo Newton. I call you from Congo Town.
Yeah, Benigo, let's hear you.
Okay, let me say thanks to you for your show and thanks to the eloquence that you provide to applying forces from stakeholders. I think for me, I have no problem for auditing. But the current government that auditing, I'm skeptical about them. You know why? Now, when President we have a living office, he left 44 million plus United States dollars in a CBA account. And it was proven by those that sent to that sent at CBA from the Senate that 19.5 million got missing. When there is no account of it currently. Now, 665,000 were given for inauguration. There's no proper investigation. Isn't it? Now, series of corruption within the government. We are getting information that about 500,000 is in talks with employees at NOCA. Where are we heading to? Now, these are people that bring in dubious deals, bringing 285 yellow machine without proper investigation, proper arrangement, proper engagement, proper lobbying. Now, they saying that they want to do auditing. I think it's very on start, but let's see how the game will play out. Thank you.
Thank you. You have to say 0770-907-907. Shortly, we pick some winners of the cash giveaway this afternoon. Keep the entry coming. That's *799# OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Your name and where you come from?
My name is Kamana Gawe. I join you from SKD Boulevard community.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, you.
Yeah. Let me tell you, the whole audit it will end up in a political way. Let me tell you now.
When you say in a political way, what do you mean?
I mean that the present person we have, he will interfere in it.
Or you influence it?
Yeah,
so they will do it his way?
He will go his way because most of the officials already they are showing to the Liberian people that they are corrupt. They are corrupt already, but just look at the thing recently. $22 million went in a month. No account. They call somebody to the hall, the person can say, the senator and the president forgave the person. Say you forgave the first man
So anybody forget the other people. The thing already been polluted, sir.
Okay.
There's nothing to defend.
Thank you. Nothing to defend. Hello.
Good afternoon, Joa.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you call from?
Thank you. This is Jack F. Dembo. I call from Opokowe this afternoon. And thank you for the point. Look, I think it is a good start. If those officials now are also getting in with any corrupt practices, it will be proven by government that will succeed them. But we can't have our government officials all of the time come under the canopy of improving the livelihood of Liberians, and only thing we see people marching wherever they extent of our people. So I think the order should go on. The only thing is to vote of know which on the right thing be done so that Liberians can know whether past government corrupted the system or this government is one that is doing it when another government comes to check on them. But I think it's a welcoming one. Thank you for your information.
Thank you, Bembo. 0770-907-907 0770-907-907. And the cash giveaway star 799 hatch. Okay, select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from?
I'm Garrison calling from LP.
Yeah, let's hear you, Garrison.
Yeah, I want to know the only thing the the government has the only one. It starts from 2005 to 2017, or it will start from 2017 to this government. I want to know.
It will start from 2018. It will start from 2018. You can start from 2005. The government are supposed to start from 2005. Should have been if a new government were taken on in 2011. So, Ellen maintained the 12 year that George we are supposed to audit Ellen. That Bwaka is supposed to audit we are. The next person who will come will audit Bwaka. How it goes, yeah?
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. 0770-907-907 and the cash giveaway still on star 799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So you call and have a say this afternoon. Then we move on to our next talking point. We move on to our next talking point this afternoon. So as I wait more calls coming in, let me see whether we can pick a winner here. But I take the person first. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from?
I'm Paul Empoli calling from Grand Crew. Is this Voice of Liberia?
Yeah, this is Voice of Liberia.
Okay. Do you still have your cash giveaway?
Yeah, we'll have the cash giveaway. And we're on it right now. We're playing it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I want to understand. Are you Grand Crew?
Okay, you want to play?
Yeah, we'll play.
Yeah, dash star 799 hatch. You okay and select option number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian or 70 cents and win 2,500. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So the cash giveaway now. Let's see whether we can talk to our first winner here. Let's talk to our first winner here, and as we await calls coming to have a say on the first talking point, then we move on to the next talking point. But before going there, we will acknowledge those of you who have come on just of recent. So we move to our winner now. Let's see whether we move to our winner now and call the first winner on the show this afternoon. And the more you play, the more you win. So as you play, you win. The more you play, the more you win. So keep the entry coming. That's star 799 hatch. Okay, select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,005. Let's talk to this person. Hello. Hello. Your name and where you come from?
Oh, okay. I will call back.
Okay. Okay, let's pick our window. Let me see whether we can pick the window. I was on the draw when the person called, so I needed to talk to. So keep the entry. The present form is ringing. Keep the entry coming through. Okay. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, hello.
My name is Edwin Melvin Jua. What is your name?
My name is Mary G. Belakula.
Mary G. Belakula. From where?
Banave Oki.
Banave. Mary, you ever play Voice of Liberia Cash giveaway?
No, my first time.
I see you ever. Okay, you play on today?
Yeah, today.
How many times you play?
I tried one time.
One time.
Yeah.
And you have received 2,500. You have won 2,500.
All right.
You got it?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So Mary Belakula. I know Belakula. So Mary has won 2,500 on the show. She's the first winner. And we will go about picking few other winners as we go on the show. So all you do is keep the entry, that's *799# OK, and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 4,000 Liberian dollars this afternoon. So we move back on to some of you who have joined us. And Eugene Hammer. Okay, we acknowledge Eugene. Temo is watching from Fargo, North Dakota. Alan Gay Winton Sr. comes on again. Good evening, VOL. Watching you from Congo. Okay, the person said Congo. Neo Brown writes and say, watching you from New Jersey. Jonathan Benson Saki comes on and writes, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching you from my Concord Town residence. Thanks for the great job. And Justina Tidy Fairley, good afternoon. I'm watching you Upper Caldwell Peace Community. And Ahaji Fofana writes and says, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm following the show from my Istanbul community in Central Matali. Eta Saki writes and says, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia, watching live from Kakata City. And Solo Wakosia writes and says, good afternoon, watching you from my comfort zone, Gardnersville, New Georgia estate. Abdullah Ba, he say, good afternoon, VOL. My name is, and of course, I'm Abdullah Ba, following from Cowell. Okay, Abdullah. Divine Grace, rise and say, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. My name is Joseph Tobo. I'm following from Douala Market. Joseph Colley. Okay, Joseph Kohler writes and says, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching live from Banga City, Bon County. So we'll continue to acknowledge those of you who have come on. In as much you will come on, we will acknowledge your presence. We move now to our next talking point. Our next pointer here. And before we go, the cash giveaway is on. Keep the entry that *799# OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. And once you win, automatically we send your money. Now we're going to move on in Bon County. Citizens of Kolobwe in Konowolala Administrative District have embarked on a self-rule initiative calling on government or humanitarian for help. Our correspondent, Alfred Wiki, is in Bon County and trying to figure out how possible Alfred will come on to give us the happenings in Bon County. You want to get that information from Colorboy in Konowolala administrative district in Bong County. Let's now move on to Alfred Wiki to bring us on, and later we'll join Ramsey from Margibi. While waiting for Alfred, keep the cash giveaway coming through on star 799 hatch OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500. Alfred now is on the line. Alfred, your background is noisy. Yeah, hello, Alfred, you live.
Yeah, let me say good afternoon, Melvin, and good afternoon to those following Voice of Liberia at this time.
Okay, Alfred, how is Bong County?
Bong County is relatively kind. Things are on course, more especially in Toronto City, where I reside. Business people are doing that normal thing, so it's a pleasure. And like I said, things are on course in Lower Bong County, more especially Toronto City.
Before we go to this development from Kuala Boy, how is rice price in Totota?
Yeah, rice price in recent time it was $1,450.
Are you killing? Is it 1,000 or 3,000?
Like say 2,400, but in recent time
3,000.
Yeah, it was 2,500, but after getting report from some residents.
No, listen. The rice price in Monrovia is not 2,000. It's 3,000 all over Africa.
Yes, so
it have been 3,400.
Yeah, it was actually 3,400, but I'm just getting a report from some residents who just bought rice recently that they have increased to something. They have increased to something close to 3,800 or some places, 3,500 or some places in Toronto and its surrounding towns and villages.
Okay, so this one price is obvious. In the village, you will see it will be 3,008, and in Toronto City, it will be 3,500. Okay, Alfred, thank you. Then bring us up to speed. Citizens of Colorboy in Konowolala Administrative District have embarked on a self-rule initiative and calling on the central government and humanitarian for help. How is it there?
Yeah, Colorboy is one of the towns in Konowolala Administrative Districts that is engaged into agricultural activities, but they have engaged into rural connectivity. There have been lack of rural connectivity in a part of the district in a sense that since that community was being established or since they were being funded, they have never had access to a good rural condition. But they have been managing over the years to make sure that their commodities are being brought on the quota in order to support themselves. So that community is supportive to the agricultural arm of the district, but they have been managed in the presence of the past government. There was some rehabilitation that have been made on our road by some world citizens like Ambassador Warren Thompson and other citizens who thought it wise to rehabilitate the road. But we sense now the road have come to deplorable conditions that they can no longer be able to bring their commodities on their road in order to support their family. And that part of the community or that part of the town inside the district is supportive to the agricultural arm of the district. That means they produce a lot of food stuff, they produce a lot of food in all the supply Southern district and then surrounding districts. They produce food like rice, they produce food like plantain, or what have you. But according to the town chief of that area, Mr. Bojo Kori, he said to us that they are no longer able to bring their commodities on the road these days on ground that the current government and some well-ministers, including the representatives, are not being able to go to the crowd because they have made this crowd over the years. They have called on national government call on their representatives and put up on the vote that are ill. This is the winning season.
Have their lawmaker been there?
They said to us that lawmakers have not been able to make any contribution towards that project.
Not a contribution per se, but have the lawmaker been there before to say maybe sometime during election time they will go there and make some commitment to the people, to understand the condition of the rule, and after winning election, maybe turn their back or maybe working on something behind the scene to help them?
Due to the bad condition of the road, the representative did not go there during the course of the election time. But she sent some of her surrogates who went to them and made some promises that when the representative should have won these elections, she will have to go back to rehabilitate the road. But since then, nothing concrete has been done about the road project. And they, as a citizen, cannot just sit and wait on the representative or the government of Liberia because it has to do with their survival. So they embark on a road project in order to make sure that our road is being rehabilitated, or there are some construction that has been done on our road in order to make sure that commodities that are in that bush to be brought on the road and be sold for a reasonable price in order to pay attention to our family, considering the necessity and the difficulties they are currently going through.
So when you talk about they having back on self-initiative, what exactly I did using to rehabilitate the road? Is it that they're using cutlasses, hoes, power saw? What exactly they are using to get the road back on path?
And exactly as you just said, they are using cutlasses, but it's not sufficient. So they are calling this what they are calling on the government of Liberia and some well-meaning citizens to help them in the process, to make sure that they can empower them with qualities, decals, or let's say some materials in order to make sure that they complete the rehabilitation project because they're using that means to rehabilitate the road with their bare hands, and they need these tools in order to help them construct or rehabilitate the road. So they are calling on the national government, humanitarians, to help them in the process, because they cannot sit and wait on national government alone, because their core times to outnumber, and government or the representatives are not being able to go to the aid. So they are doing this as a complete call to go with humanitarians and others who might be following this radio to come to them and make sure that they help them in order to make sure that that road project has been done in order to make sure to bring their commodities on the road to help their kids that are in there to be able to survive.
Thank you, Alfred. Thank you. I think that's all we have to take for now, right?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on your show this afternoon.
Thank you, Alfred Wiki. Alfred Wiki is our Bone County correspondent, and he just told us about a town in Bone County. The people have embarked on self-initiative in Bone County on a road project, and the town is Colaboy in Konowolala Administrative District. The citizens are calling on humanitarian or central government to go to their aid. But what happened is, if the government will delay humanitarians, those of you who got people at heart, want to help people, there are people in the village there, they are struggling for a smooth and a good road condition. So they're calling on people who got that sympathetic mind to go and help them, and they will spread out some of the things they are lacking and things they will need from somebody who want to help them. Talk about cutlasses. And in the interior, when you are doing a road project, you would embark on buying cutlasses. You will talk about hooks. You will talk about food. Food is one aspect. You can gather a group of people to build road with their hands, and they wouldn't eat. So they also need food. So the people in Colaboy, the needful as well, and we will announce number later on that if you want to reach out to them, you contact that number and you will reach out to them. Those of you who want to help in whatever way, and if you help them, we will come back on the radio here, tell the people that you are one of those who help in time when they needed help from the government. And the issue of the yellow machine, we hope and pray that the machine won't. Some will go to Bond County, where the people will do their role, so they can stop, dredging with their hands, so they can stop digging with their hands, renting power saw, and all kinds of stuff on the road there. And he told us rice price is the same in Bond County and all part of Liberia at the moment, because rice, it is the favorite commodity in Liberia, the most consumed commodity in Liberia on a daily basis. So he said in Tototai City, rice has been sold for 3,500, and the surrounding villages, the more the distance, the more the price would increase, because the transportation on the commodity will be increased. And when it's increased, there will always be an addition to the price of the commodity. So rice price in the surrounding, as he would tell us, is 3,500 in Tototai City, and the surrounding is 3,800 Liberian dollars. So we hope it stop on 800 and come down and not to go up. Then we would know exactly things are on par. But the people in Kuala Boy are seeking your support as a humanitarian. So keep the entry coming while we're trying to pick up Ramsey Simwe from Margibi County to give us update on the recent violence that occurred in Wiyala, Margibi County, following the jailing of the workers' union chairlady or chairperson Mary Boyman and the secretary Lawrence Ogogbo, and the burning down of the plantation manager resident, and the burning of the plantation manager pickup, burning portion of the account department of the Salala Rubber Corporation, and the bossing of the warehouse, and taking away so many bags of rice. And they will go to court and mounted the entire stolen and burned or destroyed material or properties value around 250,000 United States dollars. So Ramsey in Margibi County, we will get to him to provide us update on where are we, because of recent the chairperson and the secretary were in jail. I don't know as to whether they're still in jail or they have released them, or if they have released them, on what ground they have released them. So we will try to talk to Ramsey, so Ramsey can give us an update on the happenings in Margibi County and its surrounding. So keep the entry as we try contacting Ramsey. Dial star 799 hatch. Okay, select option number 8. Voice of Liberia, play with $100 Liberian and win yourself 2,500 Liberian dollars. Hey, we trying to connect Ram, the correspondent, and the phone is ringing, no response, and star 799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 voice of Liberia, play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. And let's take our winner for the cash giveaway again. We got another winner. So those of you who taking the cash giveaway for joke or for granted, you would not be the one to win. And people who are taking the risk will be the one to win the cash giveaway. And once you win, we send you your money immediately. I mean, immediately. Yeah. So let's pick our winner quickly. After the winner, then we'll come back with John Ramsey. Hello? My brother, you in noise. My name is Edwin Melvin Joa, and I call you from Voice of Liberia. Yeah. What's your name? Emmanuel Gay? Yeah. You play? Okay, you play Voice of Liberia cash giveaway today, right?
Exactly so.
How many times you play?
I played 3 times.
3 times this afternoon?
Yeah, the afternoon. I played the 0.70 USD.
Oh, okay, 0.7. Okay, so you have won yourself 2,500.
Thank you. See, I'm playing all the rules. I'm playing my first time to win.
Okay, so you win 2,500, yeah?
Thank you so much.
Check the account. Is there?
I can check it now. Let me check it.
Check it now. I'll call you back. His first time winning the 2,500 on Voice of Liberia, and that's how we rolled. We gave our money to people who deserve it, because once you attempt to play, it means you want to win the money. We're trying to figure it out and contact Ramsey because we want to package the correspondence. And afterward, we move on to the House of Representatives tour the facility of the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital on 20 and 21 streets in Single. So now Ramsey is on the line. Let's see whether we move on to Ramsey, my Gibby County branch manager and correspondent. Hello, Ramsey.
Hello, Mr. Dua. Hello to the listeners in all of Liberia or Voice of Liberia. And hello to the program Bits and Pieces. I'm glad to be with you and I appreciate the privilege given me.
So tell us exactly, how is my Gibby County at the moment?
Well, at the moment, if we want to start with the atmospheric condition, the part of my Gibby where I found myself, it is windy. That is in the telecom community and some other communities that I found out just some minutes ago before we got on, or I got on the program with you. The wind is not very heavy as it is a cool time according to the atmosphere. And then politically, my Gibby stands have been hot for this, and there have been this struggle for leadership and a lot of things all around the place. And you know, the places everybody got somebody. And some of the things that are happening in the country, the way maybe the leadership of the country is proceeding from the very onset, like having to do with the yellow machine and all the stuff in the country. So my Gibby have been, somehow not too cool. And then you also know that my Gibby is a politically hot county, right?
Yeah.
A county that have always been hot when it comes to politics. That it is close to most of our counties. So as it is, my Gibby is not too cool, it is not too hot, it is lukewarm.
So my Gibby not cool with the appointment as well?
Well, with the issue of the appointments, we can say that the people are having issues. And then we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Where we see it.
No, just trying to summarize, things happening in the county. That's all.
Oh yes, yeah. The issue, the people are not cool because sincerely, you have the superintendent alone working, and we understand that most of the things that she's supposed to do for the people of my Gibby, they are not working well because there are certain things that are supposed to be doing accordance with the rest of the other leaders. Some of these things have been stalled. And so the developmental platform under the executive in my Gibby is not strictly moving or not strongly moving. It is not being enhanced because of the fact that the rest of the other leaders, their issues is staying in conflict and the executive is not doing anything about it so far as we see it, though we have been brought to the attention of the president.
Thank you, Ramsey. So not actually the talking point. Bring us to speed Will the update on the recent violence at the Salala Rubber Corporation in Margibi following the incarceration or the jailing of the Workers Union Chairperson Mary Boeman and the Secretary Lawrence Gogbo? Where are we?
Well, if you will give me a little time, we will want to maybe try to serious out, maybe go to retrospecting about how the whole thing started recently.
Yeah, go ahead. You got the time.
All right. So recently in Margibi, workers of the Sahara Rock Corporation, SRC, mainly tappers, predominantly tappers, they staged a go-slow action. And when they started their go-slow, they presented a 13-count document to the workers' union headed by Madam Mary Boeman and Lawrence Gogbo and other guys, that the document was meant to be carried to the management of the Sahara Rock Corporation. So they took that document from the onset. In fact, when they went there to talk to the workers or the tappers who were going slow, they did not want to talk to them at the moment. They were hesitant. And
the tapper, they didn't want to talk to the workers' union leadership.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
They were hesitant and they were having some disappointment. We heard some of them expressing like, where have you guys been? Even though it is this year, Madam Mary Boeman's leadership has just come into force this year. It has not been leadership for the past years where they have been having these issues as they were complaining. And as you may be aware, at a certain point in time, the workers' union was dissolved. And there was no leadership whatsoever about workers' union because SRC started escalating operations at a certain point in time. So it was recent time this year that they had new election that Madam Mary Boeman took over the leadership. But they were not understanding from that background. I think they were blaming her for her leadership for things that they've experienced wrongly with the company according to their allegations for about 3 years. Our labor practices specifically, right?
Okay.
So they were saying, we don't want to talk to you, leave from here. Where you been? That now you coming, we don't want to see them black men, in their words now, to quote some of them. Let the white man says that you can stand before or will not listen to anybody. And so she tried to play that American role, she tried to play the Catholic technique, and she cooled them down to the extent they were cool. They went and brought their grievances to present it, and they had 13 counts. Some of the things they said, they alleged that the company, SRC, failed to build kitchens for them in the bush to be able to protect the litters and protect them even when the rain is falling. They said the company can delay to replace the tapping knives if they are damaged. They said the company was issuing rest to them at a very high cost. They said the company promised to make the availability of ambulance as a jeep, but they're using old pickup as a jeep, as an ambulance for them. They said the company was assigning 1,700 rubber trees per day to most of the tappers instead of 500 to 600 or 700 maximum. They said the company, what is another thing? Well, providing, poor housing facilities, and if you go there, you will see in most of the camps, the people there living in shabby structures, working for the company. And they said the health facilities also poor. There were no, referral hospital for them to be able to go to treat themselves or get better treatment. They also said transportation to transport those of them living all of the company areas to go to work was not possible by the company. And then they alleged a lot of things against the company. They said these things have persisted for about 3 years with all remedy. So about 500 tappers. SRC has a little around 800 workers. The tappers and a lot of people with the staff, management team like that. So the tappers were saying until the issues can be addressed, they were not,
they were
not going to work. That's what they said. So as a result of that, they presented the grievances. The workers took their grievances to the management. They had discussion with the management. The management agreed to address 5 of their 13 grievances, and the rest of it, the management said they will address it through the collective bargaining agreement, the CBA, because most of the things according to the management, are in the CBA. And so the leadership of the workers union now, Mary Burma and her co-officers went back to the tappers to present to them, this is what the management has said on the basis of what we presented to them, what we advocated on their behalf for. When it went back, the workers who were still angry said no, they don't agree to that. And so they rescheduled the meeting. They went back for the meeting. When in that meeting, we understand the workers or tappers specifically told the workers union, go back and tell the management that we will agree to go back to work and that they will address these issues the way they say they're going to do it, provided they will pay us for 5 days that we stay off the job because they were protesting for about 5 days. Yeah, I mean, going slow for 5 days. So they went back to the management, the workers union now, and told them this is what the workers are saying. It was on a Wednesday. And then the management told them that they were not responsible to pay them for 5 days. They did not tell them to go slow. They are responsible. They didn't ask them to sit down on the job. They went back and presented it to the workers. So the workers got angry by that information from what we investigated. So on a Thursday, the next day, in the morning hours, it was when the workers now made their way to the main factory of SRC in Wiyala. And then they went in there, they set the administrative offices ablaze. Immediately in the social security office, they burned almost everything there. They broke through the warehouse. A lot of people joined them from the community and started looting rest too. And then, yeah, that was it. And so they went to the plantation manager's area, that's Sanjay Sayan, the Indian man. He went to the area, they burned his car down and burned his house down. And later went to the general manager, Ajay Kumar, an Indian man also. And then they had him on a hostage for a while before Chetty could be here to, that was working in line with Moses Damwe. Moses Damwe is the head of the Mobile Enterprise Incorporated, as you may be aware. Before they could send folks there, because they are armed officers or security people, PSU and ERU, that are assigned to Jetty's area. So they were able to send them there while the police from Kakata was making their way to Wiyala. And the Wiyala police too, they're not capacitated to that extent that we will withstand those guys. Not even the security from SRC now will withstand the guys. So there were a lot of them. So when the police were coming, the guys escaped. And so they were able to at least rescue the general manager of the company, and then they were taken to Jetty's area. They went to Jetty area while they were there, and then police came, they started going after the guys. They arrested one of them on the spot at the factory, and they started going after the rest of the other guys. So
have you getting information on how many of them have been arrested?
To the best of my understanding of recent, and those they carried to jail, about 13 people were arrested. The 13 that were arrested, from what we understand, were inclusive of Madame Mary Boema and the Secretary General Lawrence Gogbo of the Workers Union of the Sahara Rock Corporation. As the Sahara Rock Corporation Workers Union, right?
So have you been able to understand on what basis did they arrest the Workers Union chairperson and the secretary?
Yeah, there is where I'm going now. So when the arrest was made, from our investigation, when the Justice Minister Coren went to Wiyala, and before I can get to that, the disappointment is that the government will sit down there, the media institutions in the county are reporting. Mind you, most of the journalists that you find in the county are reporting for most of the bigger institutions from that side. You got people here reporting, you got a bunch of Voice of Liberia, you got people here reporting for Voice of Liberia, you got people here reporting for the New Dawn, for Front Page Africa, people here that are reporting for the OKFN, for Freedom and other institutions from that side, right? So Lina got correspondent all year. So information was going back to back from the county about the workers go slow, about the condition they had and how they are angry. Whether there's labor ministry, whether there's justice ministry, whether there's Ministry of Agriculture or whatever, we were not seeing them around. Until it had to resort to violence. When it escalated to violence, the go-slow transition to violence, before we started seeing government officials coming as if that's what they wanted before they could taste it. That's a disappointing part. So now to continue with what I was saying, the Justice Minister went there And then somebody told him, this lady, Mary Boyman, because you know, the 2021 violence that took place in Wela, it was her son, a motorcyclist that was killed, and the government was also playing deaf ear again. They were not listening, they were not doing anything. And the people were complaining, crying here and there until they started protesting. While they were protesting, that whole protesting was another violence. They burned the police station, they burned people's private properties and all the things like that. So now she was one of the person who was also arrested. So somebody just went and told the minister that, oh, this lady.
Who the minister? The Minister of Labor?
Minister of Justice.
Okay.
Now this lady was part of the issue that occurred 2020. I mean, yeah, the April 1, 2019 issue in Wela. She was part of the violence. She was the person that instigated it, that had presented it. So now for our investigation, he now called the police commander in Maigibi to invite the union leadership for questioning. When they invited them, and then they charged them and sent them to Qatar. That's how the arrest came about. Besides that, we understand that some of the workers, while they were having meeting with the workers union, some of them were recording. And then we understand there was a meeting that was held somewhere in the net. I don't know the mean time, the mean place with the workers union. Allegedly, the leadership of the workers union, allegedly, according to the information, somebody recorded in that meeting and carried to the general manager. The general manager had that recording, and that recording, they are alleging that the workers union was the one that encouraged the people to go and do the protest at the factory. So that was also part of the reason from our investigation that they were arrested. Now, when all those arrests were made, the company issued a notice to the Ministry of Justice, Agriculture, and Labor. That is, they were shutting down for time indefinite. That they shut down for time indefinite. That they will pay all the workers of the company according to the labor law. And we understand recently they started doing that. Their schools and other things, they're trying to close it down. So as it is now, there where we are, SRC has shut down for time indefinite. There are people in jail, and at a certain point in time, apart from the allegation against the workers, two of the workers who were in jail along with the workers, they allege that it is the president of the workers union who told them to go protest. So we understand they free them and carry them back, that they will want to use them as state witnesses against the rest of the other people in jail currently, because the government is going to prosecute those people. And the SRC is saying that all the damages that were caused is worth around $275,000 United States dollars, and the extra losses in window is over $500,000. So they are claiming almost $1 million damages against those people, or against the people who carry on the violence. SRC has also been crying out since 2010 of the president, the laws about 40 million from SRC. That is Supreme Group now, the mother company for SRC that covers SRC and the LAC, Liberia Agriculture Company. That since 2010, the laws up to 40 million from SRC. They are putting more resources into SRC than LAC, but they're getting more from LAC than SRC, and SRC causing more losses. So this is all part of the issue that led to the closure of the company for time indefinite. We don't know when it will be reopened, but this is the situation currently in the county.
Okay, thank you ever so much, Ramsey Singbe. We hope of contacting you in a due time when the need be.
Thank you ever so much. And just before I leave the line, why it is true that we condemn the acts of our citizens of carrying on destruction or burning down the properties of investors or burning down companies, because if you do that, you will be fighting against job. Things already tough. The country now okay. You can't be burning down companies' property if you're getting companies shutting down. Now you see more than about 800 people are going to lose job now. Most of them will leave from the camps. The school will be closed. Some of their children may not be going to school. So these things are bad. They should refrain from these actions. But the government should not sit there and be doing the normal Liberian. If you say it's not business as usual, we should expect something different. You can't sit there and allow the situation to go bad or go worse before you want to come to take action. And these companies, when they come with the investment or whatever thing they want to do, let them be able to cater to the well-being and livelihood of the people. You don't come here and say you want to bring investment to better people's life, then you're using it at their detriment. The people crying no good life and all kind of stuff wrong on around the place. These are some of the problems that can cause violence in the place. We don't support violence, but people should be able to respect themselves and respect other people. That people respect them too.
So Ramsey, yeah, before you leave the line, with all of the cons listed or alleged by the tappers, of recent, you visited the plantation of SRC. Did you see anything of such? What did you see exactly that you can explain so people can understand exactly what are some of these things listed at true or not?
SRC is very cool. The place looks sick. And then another thing is that you know that SRC, if the company closes down, some of the people I saw that I was talking to, some of the things they were saying, they said there's a possibility that illicit tapping could go on there. There's a possibility that, according to some of them, that there will be the Boyo business or Hamen business. And they say SRC had to beef up the security. They're also saying there's a possibility the criminal rate will increase because a lot of people will not have anything to do and they want to survive at all costs. So the place is gradually turning into a fear zone, creating pandemonium amongst the people. To that place there, most of the people are now expressing fear that when the company closes down, a lot of things will happen bad. Not just that people will lose jobs, but a lot of things will start to happen bad. So they hope that the government can take some action and the company will resume work.
Okay, Ramsey, thank you so much for filling in.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramsey. Ramsey giving us update on the recent violence that occurred in Margibi County that led to the closure of the company in Wheeler, Margibi County, and it has led too many homes empty, no food, and the school temporarily had a closure. Later, the superintendent of the school will appeal to management, and they will open the school for additional 5 days. Is it 5 or 15 days? Something like that. 10 days rather. And anyone who will not attend for the 10 days, you will have yourself to blame. So you listen to Ramsey Singbe. The workers of the Salala Rubber Corporation, SRC, they had a go slow action following the alleged quants. They said the company has not been able to build them kitchen when they are tapping, where when you tap, you got to bring the letter and have it kept or saved there. Or even when rain is falling, you will have to leave from the tapping site and come on the kitchen so you can rest and hold on the rain. According to them, is one of their alleged quants against the company. They talk about the company giving them rice of a high cost. So the high cost could be if rice is being sold in total for 3,500. The company might give it to them more than the price in total or compared to the price in total. And they also talk about the ambulance. They said they went to an agreement with the company to bring Jeep. To bring Jeep as an ambulance, but the company brought bus. The company brought bus. And they also talk about tappers to be entitled, a tapper to be entitled to 500 trees a day. But to their utmost surprise, some of the tar they are tapping in comprises of 600 trees, some 650, some 700 trees. Something that was overstressing and they could not withstand the tension. They talk about housing facility. They said bulk of the workers never had a good housing facility where they will reside after hard day work. They will have to go back and reside there or sleep with the family. They don't have, according to them, that's one of their quants. They talk about hospital, and they said they don't have hospital there, and all what they got there. In fact, the facility is now open to the ordinary tappers family. They don't even have transportation. They mentioned transportation as well. So they went on and listed a lot of quants, and we just highlighted these few to inform you about them. So following their action, or before their action, they wrote these quants in a communication to the Workers' Union Authority led by Mary Boerma, who is currently in jail. They sent the communication by her to the management. And according to them, the management received the communication, and the chair lady went back to them and told them that the company has received the communication. They said they will address some of the quants or your grievances, but there are few there they will not just address until they get back to the collective bargaining. That's the CBA, collective agreement. The collective agreement, CBA, yeah, collective bargaining agreement. So every company, before it gets established to an area, they will go into the agreement with the citizens that they will do this. It has to do with the social corporate benefit or responsibility of the company. So it becomes a benefit for the residents there and becomes a responsibility for the company that is establishing at that point. So the collective bargaining agreement, the CBA, will be what they will revisit and see as to whether the agreement there was to bring Jeep, maybe to bring the housing facility, the hospital facility, because those are things that can be in the CBA. So the hospital facility, housing facility, the ambulance, the school, those are things that can be in the CBA. So the company will tell them that we will revisit them and get back to y'all. And they also requested that the company should pay them for the 5 days they were on the go slow. And the company would tell them, no, we are not responsible for the number of days you lost at your work. The day you will work, that's the day we will pay you. It aggravated them, that led them to a violent protest, because first it was go slow. The go slow has to do with they will sit down home and not going to work. They sat for 5 days. So after the 5 days, they decided to get back to the company with a protest to draw the attention of everybody. Now saying what between the workers union chairperson and the tappers, and between the workers union chairperson and the company, they decided to bring it out they themselves so that the company can be aware that the workers themselves are deeply involved into the communication sent by the workers chairperson. So when they got to the company site that towards the morning, according to Ramsey, they started the protest, stopping people from going to work, trying to lock the gate, and later on it turned violence. The security there could not hold on the people who went there because some of them went with tapping nerve, some of them went with cutlasses, and you could not hold on them because when you temper them, some of them will chop you and stuff. So the security at the company site did not hold them. They allowed them. They had an entry. They enter. When they enter, they went to the bungalow where they burned the plantation manager resident. They burned his pickup and left from there. They came to the finance department or the finance building. They burned some documents, including the social security department as well. They burned almost everything from the social security office. They burst into the White House, and according to Ramsey, some of the citizens in the community joined them because that one are full banana. So community dwellers joined them, and they all burst into the White House and started to loot. That one night was direct loot or looting. So they looted the place, took away rice, tapping equipment, and all the stuff that can be in the White House. They took them away before the Liberia National Police could arrive, because from Kakata there is a low distance, and the guys in Kakata, the same thing we were talking yesterday, they don't have car. So when you're calling for a backup crew, they will have to either rent a taxi or a pickup to go there. So who willing to provide money for people to get on pickup immediately to go for such rescue or riot? So they took time, and they have to contact another company, a jetty rubber company. The guy that's a PSU officers there. So they ran quickly to SRC and put things under control. But before they could get there, the guys who went with the protest have already left, and they arrested one person that very day and sent the person to jail. After a while, a communication, according to them, a leak audio stating that the workers union authority had meeting with the workers and incited them that the only way the people will adhere to your grievances is to protest told their company, and when you protest, they will listen to you, according to the leak audio. But they yet to disclose the audio. So the guys now rely on that motivation by the chairperson, allegedly, and they went on with the violence or the protest, and it led to the burning of the facility and all the stuff that the company will have to bring them, and the chief justice will have to send for ask the police to invite the chairperson Mary Boyman and the secretary Lawrence Gogbo, and they had them placed behind bar and sent them to Kataha. They are currently in Kataha. Then they will charge them for criminal mischief, trespass, and all that stuff and thing. Then later on, they calculated all the destroyed property or brand property, and they mounted up to 250,000. So I think they say they can time the 250,000 those who've been in court and stuff in a criminal or something. So it mounted up to 1 million or either 1 million or half a million. So they are in jail at the moment, and we're still following the case to see how best we can to get the side of the chairperson who is in jail and the secretary of the workers union. So when we get them, we will provide you the understanding. But you know, some of these things, the government, like Ramsey said, the government can be responsible in some of these things. The government will reluctantly sit when people are on the strike action. They will start slowly. The government would not have an intervention. The government would not intervene in the matter, but they will sit and allow the matter to go off hands before they can intervene, like what happened in King George. So, like he was referencing what happened again in Wiyala on April 1 in 2019 that led to the burning of the Magistrate Court, the burning down of the police station, and the homes of the alleged Buyo men in Magibi. So the government, the people will be flagging the issue small, calling the attention. Government will not intervene. They will not send the relevant authority to go and look into the matter or probe into the matter until when it turns violent, people die or property being destroyed. That's the time you see government coming out with their press release. We condemn the action. We condemn, the action taken by the people. But what were you doing when the people had the grievances in them and calling on you to express and come for a quick intervention? They were not present. They didn't do anything. So sometimes when it turns violent, we blame the government. So don't have a say on this one. Then we move on to the House of Legislature toward JFK on today. 0770-907-907, and the cash giveaway is still on. Yeah, play your cash giveaway and make your money. 0770-907-907. Who is responsible for these things? 0770-907-907. And let's take this present. Hello? Hello? Oh, the person lost the line. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, will you go a bit distant from your radio?
Yeah, Father, calling from Providence.
Yeah, let's hear you. Go away from your radio, brother.
I think that the should be taking the extent when it comes to this issue. We should always take the legal issue rather than taking issues that will be very detrimental to our own country. So they should take it, and we should always be vigilant to the extent that we'll be responsible as citizens. Thank you.
Thank you. You made your point. 0770-907-907. Another person on the line. Hello? Hello? Oh, the other line was like that. 0770-907-907. Call and have a say. Who should be blamed in cell situation? Despite condemning the action of the people, but the government too has a part to play. They will reluctantly sit and see some of these things, people flagging the issue, and will not go there. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Your name and where you come from?
Well, this is Simone Kanaka calling from Abomi County.
Let's hear you.
Well, thank you very much for the topic on the discussion. Thank you that for me, I think the government would be hardly blamed in this situation because always the government always like to act like fire breaking. They will sit and see the issue raising and start gradually. They will not intervene. The labor ministry will not come in. The agriculture ministry, these two ministries are the one responsible to intervene in such matter. But you will not see them until when they escalate before you see justice minister and all the other people coming in. Then at the end of the day, damage has already occurred. Either someone lost their life. As I speak, it is happening right now in Saint David in Mano or plantation here. Right now, these people went to a case where they said the workers won the case. And then at the end of the day, when they came up with the ruling, they were said they could not be the one to come up with the ruling, but agriculture should come up with it and turn affairs. And then at the end of the day, they came out to say that the people lost the case. Now the people are planning another strike action again. And they said they would not, for that, no one will talk to them in the listening. Government is not coming in now. And then tomorrow we see that the guys get on the road and start to burn tires or burn cars down before you see government coming with PSU.
Yeah.
It is always bad for our people.
Thank you. 0770-907-907. Call an office. Say hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you come from?
I'm Joseph Kekwa calling from my TV Firestone.
Let's hear you, Joseph.
I blame the government. Let me tell you, the government not get time for the poor. Those people that make them to get money, when they get their report, you don't take action. Let me tell you, the one that will happen in Firestone, what are there, it will be worth more than we are. Because the people been talking retired, been talking down to the workers, talking government, not talking nothing. You will hear it will be heavy more than any other thing. The government not get time. I don't know what really they looking at. I blame the government for what happened in Wayala. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you come from?
Yes, it's Jerry. I'm calling from Canada.
Let's hear you, Jerry.
My brother, problem, even though these people took that problem, but I was going to that problem. What the hospital do to you, the building, the car do to you, going money. So some other thing then, they should always take it easy. Because now, all right, the company shut down. Where they will get money in? You see?
Okay.
They come, they children out.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Joa. How are you?
I'm fine, man. Your name and where you come from?
Mother Chris wants calling from New Georgia.
Oh, Mother Chris, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I always admire you over here.
Thank you. The former county manager.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, Joa. I blame the company.
Okay.
You know, when you get your wife home, you know how to serve your wife or you know how to serve your husband. There won't be no commotion. And secondly, the government will never come home. They will always accept bribes from the company. And the company doesn't care that these support are the ones giving them the money. They don't care. I was over there so happy. You know, let them get on drawing table. As you get close that farm down, they say they're leaving, they're going. Then I mean, it was not. Because the people they living there, they will not sit down there. They will carry on lesser money. So what we can do is let the company and the government get on drawing board and see how they can force ahead. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you come from?
Yeah, is it Voice of Liberia?
Yeah, Voice of Liberia. This is Voice of Liberia.
Yeah, okay. After all.
Yeah, you live.
Yeah, let me leave it now. I'm calling you from Big Daddy.
Let's hear you.
And I'll call you from ERWA. You see, what all happening in this country, especially when it comes to things emanating from the angle of the citizens, I don't blame the citizens. I blame the government, because as a government, you have to be very much far-sighted and as to how you go after the welfare of the people. If you listen, things are going out of hand, and then as a government, when you say that, you allow the things to erupt, or situation to erupt, before you say you're attacking it, it should be late, because if things fall already before you say going there, it will not be fine. So as a government, you have to attack things from the very onset, from the beginning of it. As you hearing noise, you hearing complaints, you go there as a government, you address the issue. But I tell you no lie, my brother, this government is lack of far-sightedness. I tell you no lie.
Thank
this
you.
Government lack of far-sightedness.
Okay.
That's why you see things going out of hand like this.
Thank you. Hello?
Yeah.
Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm Joseph James Golling. I call you from the Street Singer.
Yeah, go ahead, Joseph.
Yeah, I listen to the topic, but honestly, I will blame the three parties. I will blame the company, the government, and also the protester.
Okay.
So the first
Why?
the protester was to do, the thing the protester was to do is to have meeting. They know that this is the situation that is going on. They have to have meeting with our head and consult the head. They have no right to carry out the number two, the company. Yeah, and more work in the government. The government has to, anytime as the speaker caller said, for situations like that happening in Europe, the government will take their own time to put it under control and run, honestly. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. You made your point. 0770907-907. Call and have a say quickly. And then we move on to another one just coming in. The cash giveaway is on. Keep the entry down. *799# OK and select number 8 voice Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you call from?
I'm Africa calling from Wayala.
Yeah, Alfred from Wayala.
Yeah.
Let's hear you, Alfred.
Okay, thank you very much for this show. You see, what happened in Wayala, I blame the government. You know what government, why you get education for, why you get channel when you government official and you hear something from the citizen, you should come straight, send someone to observe. But now the government, or for the past government, after the war, there's no good government. Citizens crowd said they don't get time. All they know they must go to this company. You want to tell me they don't hear what all the people talking about? They hear it. But when they go, they get a brand envelope, they just forget about it. So what happened here? I blame the government. Even if the people say they're going, that the government will lose. We pay tax. The people pay tax to the government. So when the company go, we'll see how they will get our pay.
Okay.
So I thank you very much. I blame the government.
Okay, thank you.
Go with 2 hours later.
Thank you. Oh, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, let me where you call from.
I'm Joseph Masokwe. I call from Morovia, to be specific, supermarket, Depend Drive.
Yes, hear you.
Yeah, you see, people here, when something happens, they speak out of sentiment. The problem there is a tripartite problem. The company is involved, the workers involved, the government is involved. The representative of that district. Who is the representative? Because you always put it on president, government. Who is the representative that they elected in that place?
The representative.
You have problem.
Hello, listen now. The representative is Representative Clarence Gar, who is the chairman on public account, audit and expenditure. Yeah.
Okay.
The people who tomorrow will be going through the auditing.
Have they channeled their grievances to Boja? Is this a solution that vandalize the company facility before your grievances are addressed? Let us be frank. You see, the company is wrong. I was speaking to you. I went with Firestone before. I know the mistreatment of the people, but the problem there is our own people who representing all in that place. They are not asking for us. You know what's going on in the darkness. See that? And the government too, let me tell you this, that is not a good solution.
Okay. Thank you. It's not a good solution. You made your point. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you come from?
No man, why is it that when I'm calling you, you don't want to pick your phone?
Who you know you talking to?
No man, I say if you send me Elijah number, I want to get somebody number on the yard.
You know who you talking to, you can talk about Elijah number. Hello? Hello?
They have connection with people in the house that they will kill it, the dream of the workers.
Okay.
Yeah. Workers before of the corporations. That one. But you put squarely on the government, then not the government alone. It's based on the company. They know that this is not good. They're treating their worker bad.
Thank you.
So thank you, brother. The thing there is it's a tripartite problem.
Okay.
So we got to sit down in-house and solve it.
Okay. Thank you. You made your point.
Okay, then bye.
Okay. 0770907907. Call and have a say the discussion this evening, and shortly we move to another 0770907907. The cash giveaway is on. Dial star 799 hatch. Okay, and select number 8 for Liberia. Play with $100 and win 2,500. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, your name and where you call from?
Hello?
Hello, you live. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Weber. I call from the Oro.
Yeah, let's say you Weber.
Okay, thank you. No, the first thing I would want to squad in the government. The issue of information discrimination is one thing. You can't keep people in suspense. No updates, nothing. And sometimes we had the opportunity back then working with NGOs. We will always ask that the NDA be available to public areas. Those are ways we go on to reform people. If you get the mineral development agreement available at every, you go to the country, the administrative buildings, the superintendent office, and other area of records. You can find one copy. Why are they hiding? I think this is not fair. That's the people concerned when they got the shit benefits and other benefits. You don't want them to know about it. All right? I think this is unfair. Thank you.
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
You live. Your name and where you call from?
My name is Momo Chako, calling from Khartoum.
That's how you, Momo.
I will blame the government and the company.
Why?
The first thing, the government knew very well that we all are Liberians. So if anytime somebody wants to bribe you, you also allow bribery because you know that when you do it, your citizen will suffer. Number two, the companies, the reason why I say the company, because they know that what they can do in that area, they know what they were doing is not right. So they shouldn't come here and be bribing people to be doing things against their will. So I blame them for that.
Okay. Thank you ever so much. Okay. That's all the time we got for now on this segment of the show. We move to our next talking point. The House of Representatives Committee on Health toured the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital, JFK, and will come out with some issues, concerns. But before we move then, let's see whether we can pick few winners on the cash giveaway. Keep the entry coming, star 799 hatch, okay, and select number 8 for Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. Keep the entry coming. Play star 799 hatch, okay, and select number Okay, and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with just $100 and win yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. Let acknowledge the last batch of people who have come on. Fatu Sharif said, thank you for the good work. Okay, Fatu, thank you too for coming on. Didi Samson Flomo, good afternoon. VOL, I am Didi Samson Flomo, following from Banga City, New Iron Gate community. Okay. And this person, Joan Sile, he said, I'm coming in November and will reach or meet your into the okay. And this person, it's people choice. Good evening, my VOL family. I'm following live from my New Georgia Caldwell resident, Lincoln Wai. Good afternoon, VOL. I'm watching you live from some part of Bone County, Hendy. And Moses Flomo writes and says, I'm watching from Kakata, Margibi County, Telecom Community, Hammond Estate. And dearest Bronskin, Joa, our country is bleeding. I regret the actions of the workers, but the company need to do the right things. Our resources have been taken away with the citizens left with nothing to show. People are still living in poverty at most these company areas. May God have mercy on Liberia. Ralph Cooper writes, watching from USA, Colorado. And Wonsiali Kappa. He said, good afternoon. My name is Wonsia Kappa. I'm watching from Morris Farm Community, Pinsville City, Mosurado County. Thank you ever so much for coming on. We now move on quickly to the House of Representatives Committee on Health. But keep the entry coming on the cash giveaway. All you do is dial *799# OK and select number 8 Voice of Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So we pick the other person quickly to see whether they are in readiness to get this money. If we can get it, then we move on quickly. We move on quickly to the Committee on Health at the House of Representatives tour the facility of JFK, and they will come up and have some issues of the facility. So House Committee on Health assessment tour of the JFK Hospital, and key findings show an increased advocacy for budgetary support. So just before we go in depth and we give a listening ear to the House report, the JFK had not been treated fairly. You know, JFK is the only referral hospital we got, the only government referral hospital we got in Liberia. When you got a complicated case, there they will refer you. Almost all the hospitals in Liberia will send people to JFK. But JFK has not been treated fairly by national government. Not only this regime of President Joe Boakai, but previous regime, ranging from former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, former President George Weah up to current. They have not given JFK the attention or the necessary support to have the adequate treatment being given to patients in Liberia. JFK being the only referral hospital, you got people will go to JFK, no medicine. People will go to JFK, God forbid, when they cut their legs, you need a cross take. They will ask your family to go back cross take for you. And those are primary things that are supposed to be in the hospital. The bed the patient will have to lie down on when they are seeking treatment. You know, I got disturbed the other time when I took my mother to JFK. She was sick. Imagine someone who is sick thinking on how they will get well. Myself, when I get there and see my mother, I shed tears. So they got good doctors at JFK, very good and professional doctors at JFK. But the support at JFK has caused the name of the doctors at that hospital to be a hospital where people can die plenty because they don't have the requisite support. They don't have the adequate support from central government. So at the end, you see patients will die because no care, no support. You don't expect a doctor to take their own money to purchase things and carry to that hospital when we will consider it to be a government hospital that has a budget under the government. When I carried my mother there, desperately, I went. The people said no bed. Why? They said the bed, all of the beds are occupied. So what do? They say the only option here, if you want your mother to be treated, she got to be seated in the chair. And when somebody leaves the bed, then we can give her the bed. Wow. That thing broke me. It broke me. Imagine your mother. It broke me. I said, but my mom is not well. Someone who is not well, they need relaxation. Once a person is not well, that person need total relaxation. And you can't be sitting in chair, you say you relax. They're not cruising chair to say you sit in the chairs and relax. No. The chair, that old iron chair, then or the rubber chair, you sitting in a chair strictly. So no comfort, no relaxation. So your condition, in fact, you start thinking on how you get well. Maybe you seated in a chair, how you think you'll be medicated, how people, you will be even thinking what are the place you are, if that the real part of the hospital is supposed to give you treatment, or maybe the people have diagnosed that your case is worse, that's why they put you in chair. When somebody's sick, they think too much. So they put my mother in the chair for 2 days, 2 nights. So I have to get vest and walk to where they had the other patient and stuff. The doctor said, no, you will not have to go there. All kind of things they telling me. But my concern was for my mother to have a bed. So later on, one of them came in and said, oh, we just discharged a lady, so come, let's give the bed. And that was how they gave my mother a bed. But when you go to JFK, if you don't have strong mob or that pushing power, like what I'm just telling you, your patient will be treated in the chair. Even if it costs for that person to die in the chair, they will die in the chair. No bed. So who is responsible to be providing bed at the hospital? Is it the doctors there? Or is it the patient to be going and carry their own bed? No. It is government responsibility. But they will sit down when you hear one speaker annual budget, you hear deputy speaker annual budget, you hear vice president budget, you hear the president budget. The president budget alone can build another JFK. But they will just sit down there and divide everything they got and leave the hospital just like that. Why they don't care is because when they are sick, they don't seek medication in the country. Once they are here hurt, they're going to Ghana, they're going to India. So you and I will remain right in Liberia. So when you sick, you rush to JFK, but they are not here to make JFK refine. They are not here to support JFK as a government. So at the end, you myself now will be left in a very deplorable situation or condition. But let's listen to the Committee on Health after having the tour at the facility.
Our visit today to JFK came about when I saw an independent newspaper sometime last week talking about the patients' rates at JFK Hospital. So that caught my attention, and I called the rest of my committee members that there's a need that we visit the JFK Medical Center. And today we have come. Surely we have seen what is going on. JFK is in a dire need of support. We visited the maternity hospital and the Memorial Hospital. At the Memorial Hospital, we broke down. There are a lot of things that we saw. For example, like the monitor machines, where we have mothers at risk and there are no equipment to do their exams or tests to see how they can help them. Besides, the hospital is in a very terrible condition and the attention of the government. We went to the Memorial Hospital. Also, we visited the area of the medical supplies, the drugs. Also, we met an empty pharmacy. We also need to step up the budget of the JFK. JFK is our major referral hospital in Liberia. To have a healthy nation is to pay attention to JFK. JFK needs support, and we as committee, we are going now to put our report together with the administration of JFK and see how we begin our advocacy in support of JFK in the national budget and even to the international community and our partners to come to the aid of JFK.
We need the budget to focus on some of these things. We came here today to tour the facilities. We saw, some of the deplorable conditions JFK is in. We saw, some of the units that have been fixed, thanks to the past government that did that, including Luca. They renovated, a couple of units at JFK. We are grateful, but we need more to be done. They have 9 theaters up there. 2 is half functional. 2, we do not have a fully equipped theater in our country, and it's sad. The entire country, the city center, one of the major referral hospitals do not have an MRI. It's sad. You got private hospitals in this country. I think Jamali has an MRI. JFK, one of the biggest hospitals in the country, does not have it. And so we are calling on national government to ensure that, include the legislature, we the one who go on and do appropriation, so we ensure that next fiscal year, the budget year, we will have funding available for JFK, exclusively for JFK, because in order to have, the country up and running, you got to have, a healthy nation. And so we ensure, we went to the pharmacy, you could literally count the drugs in the warehouse. It's a sad time for our country. And so we came today to actually see for ourselves. There's a little baby upstairs. It's sad that the doctors know exactly what to do, but they can't do anything because they don't have any equipment to do so. So like you have the knowledge and you do not have the resources, the equipment to do it. So, and they were saying they might watch the baby die because the baby mother doesn't have money to carry him, him out of this country. He has a heart problem and he need minor surgery according to them, but they do not have the equipment to work with. So it's something that we need to look into to ensure that the upcoming budget year identify and support some of these problems.
What I saw today is actually heartbreaking. This is our major hospital in the country. It has some of the best doctors in the world, but yet their hands are tied because they don't have no equipment to work with. They told us today that they have been sending doctors out of the country that have gotten different specialties that are back in the country and cannot even work because they have no equipment to work with. So whatever we saw out there, our country should not have to go through this. And I was also heartbroken for the fact that I was, way back, we had TNRMA. It was the only medical school at the time. And that school was all we had. People came here, graduated, they started working in different clinics. They were willing to go, because what they used to do was to assign you in the district you come from. It was very helpful. But now, the building, I just saw no roof,
In fact, trees are growing on top of the building. And we have donors that are willing to come and help, but they are just asking that we, first of all, renovate the building, let it look like a building, and yet there's nothing. And so I would really, really appeal to the government to really come to the aid of JFK so that these things that we so desperately need can be attended to. Especially so, when I say I'm appealing to the government, that includes us. Because we are government too, and we would really, really have to sit with our colleagues and give them information on the importance of what the hospital actually needs.
This tour was being prompted by news in the media outlining that patient safety was being threatened, and being the people's representatives, the chair decided that we come and pay a visit so that we can understand the situation, the prevailing situation at JFK. Today we're being received by the JFK leadership, and we're having the opportunity to tour the facility. What we just saw, we realized that JFK some 53 years ago was being constructed, and in fact the population of that time has exponentially increased over the period. So there is currently a congestion at JFK. There are patients who you will not have space for because of the congestion, and JFK has a policy that since in fact they are the top ranking referral hospital, everybody should receive care. So even with that situation, the administration will always make sure that under a strenuous condition, patients should still be provided care, whether on a bench or in a chair. We also realize that some of the infrastructure they've run up, they've obsolete. They have overspent the time that they needed to serve. So there's a need for a major rehabilitation as it relates to the JFK infrastructure. The bathrooms, the windows, the doors, and you will see it everywhere that these things that were erected in the 70s cannot serve the purpose in 2024. We also realize that with the effort and the zeal that the clinicians carry to do the right work, they also lack key equipment. And those basic equipment, we think if government can make those equipment available, if we can join effort with the executive to ensure that the necessary budgetary allocation can get to JFK, this area will be transformed and it will serve that purpose that is served in the pre-war era. JFK used to be the #1 referral hospital, not just for Liberia, but West Africa. And today is about time that we can all consolidate effort, join this advocacy that can take JFK to its pre-war status. JFK is talking about a little over 4.5 million to get that pre-war status. And I think the health committee and we join hands with other committees so we can take these debates to the floor, advocating for such a support to get to JFK and get it better for all of us. Because there's the only place we go if we are sick. And we can make it better. We don't think there will be a generation that can do it more than us. So we think coming here was good. It was necessary. We've seen it for ourselves. And we've also realized that the information out there is quite different from what we have seen. People who were coming and were not being provided space just because the space was not available. When JFK was constructed, I don't think like real population was 2 million. Today we have 5.2 million, and everybody is coming to JFK for services. It means that a lot will need to be done to expand the infrastructure so that additional space can be available for the population of Liberia.
Our coming here today have been based on the crowd from the public. And so we have come as a health committee, not to just sit until they can go on the rampage, maybe protest or what have you, but we thought it wise to come and see for ourselves. So when you talk about the laboratory, how can you have a well-designed laboratory and you can function? So these are the things that I face JFK. And so I would say that JFK is in a crisis situation. And so we have come to make sure that we add our forces to their forces so that the government can work, we the government can work harder to make sure that that little money, that 4.5 million they need to make sure that JFK go to its status. And I think it's necessary because this is the only referral hospital we have. We told the hospital today it's so much shameful that you have a building that you don't have those requisite material that you need to really work where you have an instrument that you cannot use. And then the perception about the public that JFK is free, and we just got to know that JFK is not actually free. So people should understand that JFK needs money to run. Government cannot give everything. So people come with the perception that they're coming to get free treatment, 100%. There are some services that are here that are very free, but not all. And so let me just use this as an opportunity to tell the people that JFK is not 100% free. And we toured today, we saw that the pharmacy or the warehouse completely empty. So how do you expect people to work? So I think we joining our colleagues in the crowd, in the public, to make sure that government fast track JFK budget so that she can be able to do the work for the people. Because the more you delay, the more people will be crying. The more you delay, the more people feel that JFK has the money, they don't want to work. And as we speak, JFK budget has not been given to them, so they are finding it difficult to work. So I want to say thank you for the opportunity given us today to come to JFK to work with our police.
So you listen to the various lawmakers who toured the facility of the John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital. All of them gave credit or will give an appraiser to the management or to the doctors or health workers at JFK. And they will go on criticizing their very self, right? The thing here is they are responsible for appropriation. Then they will tell you that both of them have heard this news on the media, but they will choose to be silent, play deaf ear as a lawmaker to the issue of JFK because both of them don't have that concern. They don't take treatment at JFK. When they are sick, because they got money, they will rush to either a private hospital for a primary treatment. Afterward, when the case is complicated, they book plane or book flight, going to Ghana, going to Nigeria, or going to India to seek medication. Then you and I will live in Liberia and stay right here, and you will see that there will be no much thing we will be involved with. The treatment will not be up to this standard. And when the person die, then we say, oh, JFK, people can die to JFK too much. How you think it's not possible that people die to JFK when we don't have the necessary equipment? That you heard from the other representative who said they got trained and professional doctors at JFK. But due to the lack of equipment, it caused most of the patients to die. They said they went upstairs and saw a baby suffering from heart problem that need surgery. You got doctor who can do the surgery at JFK. Doctor there that can do it. But the equipment, the material to use and do the equipment, they don't have the material. You see? So who responsible to bring the material? You say government. Are you not also part of government? So you been a representative when your attention got to be joined to the issue of JFK. Before you could become even a lawmaker, the issue of JFK has been an old age issue. It has been an old age problem. Everybody in Liberia knows that JFK don't have the equipment to treat patients in Liberia. Everybody knows that JFK got serious problem with equipment or with drugs. So when we are sick, we rush to the nearest community hospital or clinic. They refer us to JFK. Then when they bring us to JFK, JFK fail. No bed. People sitting in chair to take treatment. You go there sometimes, you spend 1-2 weeks. They tell you the medicine you're supposed to take is not here. They will prescribe the medicine, write it on people, and tell you go look for it in pharmacy. How you think you have gone to buy that medicine if you are not going to JFK? So you think if you had the money to purchase that medicine, you are going to JFK? No, you just go to the pharmacy, buy a medicine, you take it. But because you feel that you need the adequate checkup and you need the treatment for what you will have as an illness, that's why you went to JFK. You went to JFK and you can receive the requisite treatment. You heard the other lawmaker. JFK, honor former President George Weah, the theater, I think, was renovated or it was extended. They talk about JFK being in deplorable condition. Yeah, that's true. Some part of JFK can leak, real water. When you want to know that a building can leak, when you go there, see on the wall, the mold will be all on the wall, on the floor. So you enter JFK, so now just be looking on the wall. Some places you'll see it can leak. So who's responsible to patch those places? You expect the doctor to use their own money? No, they wouldn't. Some of the doctor or the nurses at JFK say have not taken pay. They're not even taking pay on time. They will complain. So now they go 2-3 months before government get them 1 or 2. So do you expect them to take the 1 or 2 to buy things and carry to the hospital? No. So it is the government responsibility to equip JFK as a government hospital. The other lawmaker said JFK, he has thought that JFK has been free, or people have perceived or have claimed that JFK should be free or is free. But JFK is not absolutely free. JFK needs stationary. JFK need emergency response. So government will not give money for emergency response. Government, in fact, they're not even facilitating things at the hospital. So before you come and talk about emergency response, before you come and talk about stationary, when they supply today, it will take almost 2-3 years before they bring supply. And go to JFK, go to the maternal waiting room, go see pregnant women, go see human being seeking medication. Some of them have spent 1 week. The doctor only visit them 1 or 2 times because the medicine not there. Every day you just go to the patient. What you going to tell the patient? So when they come, so now hang 1 drip, that 1 drip will be on you when you finish. So then they get you 3, 4, 5 days before they bring 1 more because it's not there. So at the end, it appears like the doctors or the nurses don't have time for the patient. But due to the lack of the medicine, they will do it as if your condition is something like they will have to adjust and take time in treating you. But because they don't have it. So at the end result now, people die in the hospital. They say, oh, JFK can kill people. And at the persuasion people got, they say JFK can kill people. But when you understand how things work, if you've been to JFK, you will know despite in society or in every sector, they got stubborn people and they got people who can misbehave. They got some there at JFK. They got some doctors or some nurses there. They don't talk to people good, but they got good ones there. So on the average, the good ones are there, the more than the one that are not good. Yeah, we agree that one by all over in society, all over in sectors. They got people who honest, people dishonest, people committed, people not committed, people homo, people not homo, in every given sector of life. So if you went to JFK, maybe a nurse misbehave on you, you met the wrong person. If you met the right person, they will talk to you nicely and you will receive treatment. If your case is not complicated, if God is on your side, you will have your treatment very perfect and you will go home. So let's open the line and get the reaction of citizens on the issue of JFK, and we zoom it out and call it a day. But before then, we will go to the cash giveaway quickly and call this person out as one of our winner, and one of our winners to collect their 2,500. So keep the cash giveaway coming through. Dial *799 hatch OK and select number 8 voice Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian dollars and win 2,500 Liberian dollars. So the lawmakers heard that the safety of patients is threatened at JFK. So because they heard in the news now, they heard from media. So we'll continue to flag the issue. When we are flagging the issue and seeing people responding to them like this, it makes us to be vigilant and concerned that our work is yielding. So in how much they went there because they heard the news from the media that JFK, the safety of patients at JFK is threatened. So the House of Representatives Committee on Health, they went there, they toured the place themselves. They went there and thank God they are admitting that the facility don't the theater is not fully equipped. They don't even have the MRR or the MRR. They don't even have what a lot, man, honestly. But I have a say on the issue of JFK 0770 907 907 code, and I have a say on the issue of JFK. Then we collect another winner on the cash giveaway. Then we zoom out on bit and pieces today. 0770 907 907 code, and have a say. Let's take this person. Hello. Hello. Oh, the person left the line. 0770 907 907. Hello. What's going on? 0770 907 907. 0770 907 907. What's going on? Is it the network or what happening? Hello? 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 Oh. 0770 907 907 0770 907 907. Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where you come from?
My name is Adam Dana and I call from the draft.
How is you and draft?
Yeah, let me say hi to you, draft. Draft. Let me first appreciate Almighty God for pumping breath into us, our voice to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother, you know, these guys, I spent a video, these guys put a serious political rhetoric. What do that mean? Send a guy to know that maybe next few days the media try to discuss JFK, so the community will have. They are finding means now to generate money for themselves. But I tell you, my brother, all I'm talking about how they put money in budget for JFK, all I'm not just because they want for money to get into the community so that they can do a decent amount of themselves. Nothing will go to JFK, my brother, it will still remain the same. We are not praying for opportunity to be better there. But because of the attitude of our people, the people already know that whatever happens to the chain and they're flying in for it. So they give a damn. I'm sorry to use it or spin on the air.
Okay.
The people don't want to know, my brother, that money that the committee on have, they want to give that money among them. So
thank you.
So that money can lay in the hand of DJ up.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you come from?
I'm Charity Hope, like I calling from the island.
You said who?
Hope.
I said you say your name.
My name is Hope Dolake.
Oh, Hope. Yeah, let's hear you, Hope.
I support my brother that just spoke, you know. But you see, the intention of the lawmaker, they make corruption to spread. Even if they carry drugs in at JFK, the profit drugstore owner, they will still take it and go sell it in a drugstore. So how the corruption will finish? We're not even finished in the heart of the people, we're finish in the smaller one.
Okay. Thank you. 0770 907 907. Call and have a say. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you come from?
I'm calling from Slavery.
Yeah, let's hear you. Your name.
My name is Regina Beanie.
Regina, let's hear you.
The JFK problem, not to say. You guys can remember I had my last born 2007. I'm a pressure patient. I got to JFK that night. Even to guide the pressure pay, they were absent. They say at the end of the pressure pay, ASA, there was no aspirin. They have to see my sister across the road.
just to get aspirin 2007 we're talking about. So the JFK problem is not today problem. It's too much, and people die. Even my late brother like that last year July when we came to JFK, they still there. People sitting here, they hanging drip on you. So the government needs to look in it. JFK need more budget. Because that's the only government hospital we got.
Thank you, ma'am.
I will help us. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
My name is Rose Colley.
Rose Colley. Let's hear you. Oh, Rose left the line. Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening. Your name and where you call from?
This is Charles. I'm calling from Ominga.
Yeah, Charles, let's hear you.
To the issue that we just discussed. You see, GFK, a hospital that is that we as a citizen as well, we are contributing to this disaster within our health system. Because when those that work there, majority of them, they have pharmacists and justice. So it is having a lot budget for the drugs to come into this country. It has a become. But these very people will take it and carry it to the various places and sell them. And they are the one when their children are sick, they will fly them across the country, like Ghana and other countries, carry them. They carry them there for treatment. So we are our own problem in the country.
Thank you. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, your name and where you call from?
My name is William Cowie, calling from Logantown.
Yeah, William, let's hear you.
Okay, the problem with JFK, right now we can bring all of the drugs from the United States of America and put it in JFK. The doctors and nurses are not taking pay. What do you think will happen? They will take our very drugs and carry outside and sell it for money. The people got to sustain themselves. And so myself, I'm a living witness. My sister wanted to deliver at JFK and she was charged $150 US. Where did that money come from? And really, looking at the particular problem at JFK is an old age problem. So we are calling on the government. They tell that there be some kind of change in our country so that we can stop running to Ghana, Nigeria, and India. Let us be able to treat ourselves right here, or there will be no security for health in this there for us. Thank you.
Thank you, too. Hello? Oh, we lost the call there. We lost the person. Keep a calls coming and keep the entry down. *799# OK, select option number 8 for the Liberia. Play with $100 Liberian and win $2,500. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, brother, please go away from your radio, yeah?
You get me now?
Yeah, you live. Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you very much for having me on your show. And by the grace of God, I'm going to give you no light to the issue.
Okay.
But the issue of JFK is very, very serious in this country. People are dying only because they go to JFK. Second, that's to kill all things everywhere. Because our government, our lawmakers, they are doing nothing only because they have a opportunity that children, or when they are sick, they fly them abroad. So for me, with the issue of JFK, let's say that close down JFK, absolutely. Close down JFK.
You know what you're talking to, brother? Close down JFK, my brother. Yeah. Some guys in like brave too. Hello.
Good afternoon, my dear brother, Erwin Dua.
Yeah, hello. Your name and where you call from?
I'm Robert Bakuya, calling from 17th Street, Back Avenue.
Let's say you, Robert.
Yeah, my brother. Thank you in the first place. Because you wanted to take other citizens that care for this country. That's the reason why you brought about JFK on this platform. So let me first appreciate you for it so well done by you.
Okay, thank you too. Let's hear you.
What a lawmaker, not lawmaker. JFK need serious monitoring system.
Certainly.
Serious monitoring system. I was speaking to you. My uncle used to be one Robert Nyankwe in the 80s, used to be the broadband director for JFK. The first
for storing drugs from JFK. Not today. It's been there. I listen to somebody saying because the workers are not being paid. That's true. It's not because workers are not being paid. JFK, people work in JFK. People decide to make market out of JFK. That is to build the drugstores. So those drugstores is the one, JFK is a supplier of the drugs for the various drugstores. So until government can put proper mechanism into place to monitor all drugs that will be sent to that JFK and all the hospital in this country. But other than that, we just be crying. My brother who said that they're not paying workers, they're not worker payment. No. From the 80, I told you, Joe, my dear brother, my uncle, one Rawa Nyanko, who used to work there as government director. So they're not just now. So it means we have been around for some time to know about JFK, the business in JFK.
Okay, thank you. Let's take another person. Hello?
Good evening, Joa.
Good evening. Your name and where you call from?
Thank you. This is Zach F. Bethel, and I call from Upper Cardwell. Thank you for the show, Joa. I think our guys need to reduce some of their benefits. When I talk about our guys, I'm talking about the lawmakers. To ensure that JFK is up to date. Not every Liberian have the opportunity and the cash to fly out of this country when they are faced with serious health situation. And there's no need for us to even be flying out of this country when we have one facility that was the best in West Africa. I think those guys benefit us so much they have to reduce it. Like I listen to the gas slip for just one managing director to LPRC. I think those are so exorbitant it can be diverted to our hospital to improve it so that at least the common people can also benefit from the resources of this country. Thank you for putting me in the time.
Thank you. Let's take this person as the last caller. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, your name and where you call from?
My name is Mamadou M. Dako, calling from Center Street.
Mama, let's hear you.
JFK is very, very bad. Because of certain things, let me flag it up today, let people get to know. You know what made JFK bad?
Go ahead.
Paying for body. If somebody died at the hospital, before you take your body from there, you have to pay for the body. So most often when you go there for them to pay attention to you, they will not pay attention to you because they want for you to die or they want for the person to die there for them to collect that money. So I want to know the money they can collect from the body, where the money going or who the money going to. Yeah.
All right, thank you. That's all the call we will take for now. Because we have limited time, just 6 minutes to wrap it out on the show. And we called it a day on the presentation of Bit and Pieces. So earlier, we would just do a pass back onto this, not to go in depth, following our constant engagement and conversation about the total disaster management. The disaster that occurred there last year, December 26th, following the 100 and some more persons who died in the Tango explosion, the Liberia National Police, LNP, will lobby around the government to carry the police commander Jabate, who was badly wounded or injured by the fire in Totota. But before we go there, and Blawa Hinen just sending his message and said, why is it true that the budgetary allocation for JFK needs to be increased? The legislature should also look at the admission policy of JFK in every public hospital in the country. Okay. And Louise Adams, I'm Louise Adam Bono, watching from Central Morovia this evening. Okay, so we just went into this one quickly. Totota gas tanker explosion victim Inspector Jabate travels to India for advanced medical treatment. The Liberia National Police (LNP) has taken a significant step to support Officer Moifi M. Japate, commander of the Total Police Detail, by facilitating his travel to India for advanced medical attention. This decision comes after Inspector Japate's horrific response to a gas tanker accident in Totota Bon County on December 26, 2023, which tragically resulted in the death of severe persons and severe injuries to others. During the explosion, Inspector Jabate also sustained serious brain injuries, prompting the LNP to prioritize his well-being. In a brief statement at the Robert Field International Airport, Officer Jabate expressed gratitude to the LNP administration and leadership, emphasizing that their intervention has served as a motivating force during his challenging recovery. And let this intervention be a motivation to other junior officers, Inspector Jabate said. Accompanied by his caretaker, Inspector Jabate departed Liberia for India today upon being discharged from the 14 Military Hospital in Margibi County, where he has been undergoing medical treatment. He is scheduled to undergo plastic surgery during his stay in India. And signed Cecilia G. Clark, spokesperson, Press and Public Affairs Division, Liberia National Police. Okay, so in this we say thank you to the Liberia National Police. You know, if we could not flare this issue, tell you how deplorable the condition of Jabate was, I don't think something much would have been done. But thank God the media is playing a significant role in the livelihood of Liberians or people in and out of Liberia. We want to say thanks to all of you who've been following the show since 3 o'clock. Now time we go home, bid and pieces. I have been Edwin Melvin Jua. Sam Andrews on sabbatical will join us subsequently. Do have yourself a pleasant good time. I'm out.
I love you. I miss you.